So the different methods of consuming cannabis, which you may have heard about, and I'll talk a little bit about. You can start with, I tend to recommend not an inhaled method for most people, including older adults, because of respiratory effects, but inhaled is the most commonly known and popular method of using cannabis. Its benefit is a fast onset. It can work in 5-10 minutes. Here it says effects lasting up to 6 hours, but I see less duration usually with inhaled. Typically, you can get maybe 3 to 4 hours of good pain relief from inhaled medicine, not as much as you'd get with ingesting it, having an edible. That can take, anywhere from a half hour to 2 hours to kick in, but the effects can last up to 12 hours. So if you're looking for a solution that is going to give you a longer duration of action, you want to be looking at an edible or an ingested method. Also up here at the top, the sublingual or buccal is another method of that is similar to this, which is under the tongue or between the gum and the cheek is buccal. And that's something that, you'd have either a lozenge or an oil, hold it in your mouth, suck on it for 3 to 5 minutes, and then swallow. And you get a kind of a blended effect. You get a bit of a faster onset, maybe 20 to 30 minutes because you have some absorption already in the mouth. But then you also get the extended duration from ingesting it. So that's a great method that I use with a ton of patients. And the last thing is topical. We have a ton of creams and oils on the market that can be really helpful for things like stiff joints and pain, back pain, muscle spasms. We also have some other forms that are kind of similar in activity to the topical. We have suppositories that you can use, which is a good method for not everybody, but for some people, really helpful. Doesn't cause a lot of psychoactive effects, just like the topical. You can use that liberally, and you're not going to get high from it. So those are, the main methods of consumption you'll see out there. Sometimes blending a couple of them is the way to go when you're approaching cannabis treatment. But just so you know, you do not have to smoke to get high or to feel the effects. You definitely can use one of these other methods and improve the safety of cannabis.